You already know the usual. Oh, my lunch. Oh shit. That really that was like a yawn that was worth tired. Jury reached a verdict. Yo, let's see what the verdict is. I ain't got nothing to say about that case, man. Most of us assume we know what the results will be, but we really don't know much about it. You feel me? So I have caution. Like I say whatever I want to say. I don't talk to be cool and taking caution. Fuck out of here. But we don't know what the result will be. Well, we know what the result's supposed to be, but we don't know what it really is going to be, honestly. So I'm not even going to say anything about it. I'm just going to wait for it. Like everybody else, it doesn't change anything that I already know or believe. Honestly, it really doesn't. It's break time, you know. Today work is very slow. There might as well not be any work because we just doing that. There's just waiting on work. It's coming slowly. As soon as I'm about to finish, then work comes. Like it's slow. But I ain't complaining. I get paid for it regardless. So you can't blame me for not wanting to work because there's no work. Like there really ain't no work to work for. So it's a boring day, the least of it. When there's no work, it kind of like let that plane by, let the plane pass, let the plane pass. When there's no work, when the work is that slow, I can't say no work, but there's a little bit of work. Work is slow, very slow. When the work is that slow, like a turtle, it prolongs the day and makes the day go that much faster. Feel me? And also give other people the chance to play games and everything else like that, which I don't even have time for, honestly. I really don't have time for those kind of games. I really, really don't. Well, I'm not entertaining. I'm not going to entertain in no phone shit. I'm just here to work. I don't even play into their games or anything else like that. And that's what a lot of people are supposed to do. You feel me? It's just a fact. If you somebody said it best. Maybe it was me. If you are dealing with an individual, person, group, a place, anything of that sort, that you know that if you let's say individual, if you're dealing with an individual, let's just assume I was taking a bus, right? And I sat next to a lady. Well, actually, I was on the bus. It doesn't matter who sat next to me. I'm just trying to make a point. I was on the bus, and a lady came on with a special needs child, who, for lack of a better word, is retarded, right? You can see this shit clear as day because this person's making noise. Hold on. You can see it as clear as day that this person is making noise. Now, I mean, just acting irrational, not acting like the usual person. Well, you can tell the difference between a regular person. You can't tell a genius, but you can definitely tell somebody who's very slow. They said a smart nigga can play dumb, but a dumb nigga can never play smart. So you can always tell who a dumb person is or a stupid person is, but you can never tell who's smart and who's not smart. At least that's a perception. Because if a dumb nigga can play smart, that means that you. If a dumb nigga can play smart, that means that the perception, the playing of it, for you to play that, is for you to be deceitful in some form of way. Anyway, look, man. Basically, what I'm saying is that if I'm on the bus and a lady came home with a child, and the child happens to be a little slow, special needs, and that child started to hit me, in that moment in time, what do I do as a person? Do I defend myself back and hit the child, knowing that the child is a little slow, or lack of a better word, retarded? Or do I remove myself from that seat and go to another seat, or just ignore the child? You feel me? And that's a real question right there. Because most people will fight the child. Basically, that's what they're telling you to do. That's what they're telling me to do. When people play games with me and everything else, they want me to fight a retarded person. Because a person of that caliber does not know the difference between right and wrong, right? You feel me? They've lost a little bit of screws in that area. So for me to fight a child when I know from what I'm seeing, and the only reason why I can differentiate such a thing is because of the behavior that child is displaying. You're not acting normal. You feel me? You're not acting like a regular person. So if there's a group of people, now they got it, slow. But there's a group of people who are not acting like a regular person. How do I defend myself against people that I know are mentally sick? I had to have patience with them. You feel me? I have to show leadership in that area. I have to be the grown up. I have to be more like a bigger person. I have to be the big dog in that situation to a little dog. You feel me? There's somebody smoking weed out here. Must be a ghost. If I catch this individual, it's gonna be knockout season. You feel me? Let me get the fuck out, because I don't even want to secondhand smell that shit, because they want you to get high. Go search for this individual. What is it? Let me see. Anyway, just like that, a retarded person, right? I'll be retarded for putting my hands on that individual. You feel me? But if an individual or a group of people is acting in that way, and I had the chance to defend myself in any form or shape, you feel me? Imagine that, a child and the mother coming on the bus and everything else, and the child is acting that way. The mother cannot control the child. So this child is acting crazy. They hitting you, and they just doing, and do all those kind of noise that they're doing. So it's blatantly clear that this person is not normal. It's blatantly clear. That's the same thing I see as the individual groups that goes against me, or that playing stuff against me, and that attack you behind your back, or attack you in your sleep, or try to attack you through other revenues and other things, and everything psychologically, through your food and everything. I see this as being retarded, because that's not how the average human acts like. What do you do? So I put them in a child box. I put them in the child's place of that retarded person. I have to put them in that child place. I can't put them nowhere else but that retarded child in that child's place. And their mother just can't control them. The mother sees what's going on, but she has no control of the situation. The mother can be anything. The authorities, institutions, you feel me? They just don't have no control of the situation. So now it's up to me as an individual to make a judgment for myself. Like, okay, do I smack the shit out of this retarded child? Everybody's gonna look at you like, oh my God, you couldn't tell this person was retarded? Do you just stay there and just take the hits? Because there is peace in knowing. You feel me? There is a beauty in knowing. So once I know that this person is retarded, I'm like, oh, it's okay. Nah, it's all right. There's nothing. It's all right. Because I know this is a stop. I'm about to get off my stop anyway. Or we both about to get off the same stop. And this is not something that's going to continue going on. I know the retardedness of that child is unfortunate. They're stuck with that retardedness. You feel me? But I know the moment that I'm in right now is not continue. It's not going to be continuing going on. It's not like we riding the bus for a lifetime. No, we not. There is stops. Request to stop. It's a request to stop. There's traffic lights and everything else. Whatever. Anyway, so I know for a fact it's not going to go on for a long time. So what do? Do you defend yourself by like, hey, push this little nigga for me? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? And start talking to something that you know cannot comprehend what you telling them. What do you do when you have to talk to a retarded child? I'm not gonna talk to a retarded child and be like, fuck is wrong with you, man? And push them in on the head. Like, you don't hit somebody that you don't know. What the hell is wrong with you? Da da da. You don't touch something that's not yours. You can't. Then you talking to the mother and everything else, but the child is gonna keep hitting you. You feel me? What do? You not don't even do. You actually fat motherfucker. He's so fat. He don't need to be driving. What he needs to be doing is walking. It might help you lose weight, you feel me? Your cheeks is bigger than my thighs. What's wrong with you? You feel me? So this is just simple shit that niggas think about that a lot of people don't think about, you feel me? I'm about to go in because niggas blew my shit in that corner on the home. Yeah, stocks. Who cares about the stock? So this is what I'm experiencing with the retardedness that's going on right now. I'm dealing with retarded children. You feel me? And with the thing I'm doing is taking a few options of knowing that these people are not rightfully minding their head. Some of them are suffering from depression and stress and everything else, and it affects the way they think. And it affects their mental and everything else like that. So I know not to apply any form of violence or pressure upon them. I already understand their condition. So I'm not going to be the one that actually applies more violence into something that's already irritated already. You feel me? Feel me? Like they're just not right within their mind and stuff. They're mentally sick. So why would I apply such pressure? So you have to treat people, especially if you know about my situation, you have to treat people that I'm dealing with as a retarded child sometimes. You have to actually be in a caring position and you have to think for them. Feel me? Either you remove yourself from the situation and be like, I'm not going to deal with this. Or you be like, it's okay, no, it's okay. And try to be very nice to them. Be like, oh, nice, like that. And they'll speak to them in a childlike state and try to be, you know what I mean, make stupid noise and try to be very confusing to their minds so they can stop doing what they're doing and have their mind think for a little bit. Give them a spark of thinking. Feel me? Help them with the speech. Try and enlighten them. Try to educate them. And that's how it goes. Feel me? But I'm about to go in. Feel me? It was a short break. You dig? I'm a holler.